All right, all right. Now, first video we're gonna get into is this one right here, the Ohio State video.
I want to comment on what you said earlier about being 35, waiting till marriage until you're 35. What do you say to someone like me who's 26 and
Look, if you have your stuff together and she's adding value and she's a good woman, and you think, hey, I've done my vetting, I've been with her for a year or two, she's adds value to my life versus taking it. I'm not opposed to that, right? Like if you have 20 bodies, like I'm not going to tell you, oh, sorry, bro, you got to do another 30. You didn't hit that number. Yeah. If she's the right one, she's the right one. These are just very loose parameters because I know for most men, what ends up happening is guys get into relationships with girls. They're not experienced and they get finessed. I mean, any of you guys know that fucking stupid G, Akash Singh from Flagrant? Yeah, he was talking shit to me 3 years ago, saying, "Oh well, this is my first woman." Because they basically brought us on their podcast to like lecture us on women and how we're like misogynist or whatever, or racist, which I am. But anyway, Schultz is a fucking cuck. But his wife literally came out like she was like talking about how she like was having sex in college and being a whore, all this other shit, and she was told him, "Oh, I was a virgin when we got married." So she fucking lied to him. It's all over my Twitter if you guys want to make fun of him for it. But that's precisely what I don't want men to be, where it's like they're a virgin when they get married. They think that their wife is pure and good, but in reality she was a whore before that, and that will fuck them up because promiscuous women tend to have really bad habits that are not conducive to a good long-term relationship. So I just want guys to go into that relationship with their eyes wide open because at the end of the day, we're the ones that take all the risk. It's not these women. You know what I mean? They don't take any. They want to get married. They want to go ahead and walk down the aisle and get married. But the problem is that they don't want to be your wife.
Right.
So
they want to take the picture. They want to get on Instagram. They want to show everybody, but they don't want to do what they're supposed to do. Like, problem.
The issue and why I tell guys to go in with their eyes wide open. So look, if you're in a position where she's a good girl and you got your shit together, go for it. But you got to do it in a way where you mitigate as much risk. Also, I highly suggest you don't get married with the state involved. Do it religiously only.
Gotcha. I like somewhat want to help the other guy earlier. He was talking about the gays and like why you said it was so bad to like keep them away. What do you have to, for like all the groups? What would you say for like the good ones? Like he was trying to get that out there, and like for like.
No, we don't need to be seeing that.
Little or as many good Jews, gays. Like, what do you say to those people that are actually doing not? For example, if the gays like not doing anything bad, they're just living their life.
Oh no, there's some sensible gay people. Like there are. Like let me be clear. Like I've met some sensible gay people that like totally like agree. Like yeah, no, like we should never like this open homosexuality should never be around kids. Like there's a lot of sensible ones, right, that tend to be a bit more conservative. But obviously it's still a problem that we need to fix. It's a small one, right? Let's be honest. Like I think the conservatives tend to like really overrepresent trannies and the homosexual community, right? Because it gets clicks. But the reality is it is still a problem.
But doesn't that counter your point where they should be all in like one area away from society?
Well, I'm a bit more right-leaning on that. I'm saying when I say it's sensible, I mean as in like they understand that being around kids is a problem. But yeah, are they going to want to be in their own section of town? Probably not. Maybe.
Right, so
I don't know.
That's like goes against what you just said earlier.
It depends on who it is. But some of them are sensible and get it. My biggest thing is I just don't want their PDA and their homosexuality openly in front of kids. That's my thing.
Okay, cool. That's all I got. Thank you, Myron.
All right, no problem.
I don't know why everybody's advocating for PDA in front of kids. I don't get it.
How's it going?
Public.
Don't worry, guys. I'm here all night, bro. So don't worry, guys. We're gonna be, as long as they don't kick us out, we're here.
I don't really have anything to add to the Cringe Fest. I just want to
cut
be
that guy out. No, I'm just
productive.
kidding.
I'm a dental student here, third-year dental student. If anyone needs cheap dental work, I do fillings, crowns, cleanings, dentures. Anthony Thompson, Instagram, you can find me. I know healthcare is hard to find out here, so dental work.
All right, bro came out to shout out dental work. Okay. Hey, well, having a good teeth is important, guys. So.
Can I talk? Yo, Myron, bro.
Yo.
Myron. So I've only known you for like 20 minutes now. I've been here.
Okay.
But I keep hearing you say this stuff about women. I think it's a joke, but
I think it's a joke, but I want to say his mom is black.
just asking. Do you actually think women are all stupid, or like?
Well, I never said all, but a lot of them are.
So where does that start? Like, is that just this generation, or is that like been going on for a while.
Yeah,
it's been like that since Eve. Eve made it like that. When she bit the apple and her dumb ass listened to a snake. That's what happened.
been retarded forever. But I mean, you know,
Stupid.
So
yeah.
my question is, like, does that include your mom? Does that make your mom retarded? Like, does that include everyone around, like your sisters, your mom?
Yeah. Yeah, women are stupid. Yeah. They do dumb shit, bro. I mean,
then-
like my mom is pretty base because she comes from, you know, a different
My sisters are really dumb. Like, I'm trying to tell you.
part of the world and she gets it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you know, she was actually the one that like red pilled me on a lot of this stuff. But, you know, when it comes to women in general, especially like modern women today, retarded, bro.
Yeah, bro. Also, I have a question. I know you were friends with, you were good friends with Charlie Kirk, right?
I knew him. We weren't like good friends. He was
okay.
actually supposed to come on our show towards the end of the year, and tragically, obviously, that didn't happen. But you know, rest in peace to Charlie.
Okay, I see. But yeah. So my friend and I, like, we're always on TikTok, the internet. Do you have like an example? Yeah, bro. So like, we've been seeing some like disrespectful, or you could call it disrespectful. I don't know. I have no opinion.
Yeah, a
on
lot
it.
of people were celebrating
But
his
they're
death.
making like stuff like Kirkification. I don't know if you heard that. They're putting like glizzy.
The what?
They're like, it's like this trend on TikTok, right? It's like pretty disrespectful.
Uh-huh.
They're taking his face and they're putting it on like a bunch of different pictures.
It's like glizzies and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
glizzies in his mouth.
Yeah, no, I mean, people are
So-
weird, bro. You know,
What do you think of that?
you know,
Yeah, what do you think
My
of
thing is-
Kirk with glizzies in his mouth? These niggas playing this shit, okay? There's no way. This isn't like, this is playing. There's no way niggas came up here and was like, let's oh yeah, show them that. No. Niggas was like, bro, we're about to go up there and show them this nigga with glizzies. Like, these niggas think they smart. Oh man.
you know, making fun of
You
people.
see him trying to be like, this nigga's trying not to laugh. It's so funny. Like, the what they doing to Charlie Kirk is not funny, but I know niggas. And this nigga, once he said, I've known you for 20 minutes, it lets me know he was a cuck, because he's not trying to learn the truth about the world. And if he was trying to learn the truth about the world, he would start learning about people telling the truth about the world. You see what I'm saying? So, lets me know he's stuck in the fucking dark. Once he said that, I knew he was gonna I knew he was gonna say some dumb shit. But doing this is crazy.
People that passed away, especially in a way that he passed away, like just goes to show, you know, a lot of people on the left in general are
Like, he's trying so hard not to laugh. It's so corny.
progressives are they want.
I don't know why he keeps, but the point is, like, he's trying to, like, show it. Like, I don't get niggas. Niggas don't have nothing better to do. Them white bitches not gonna fuck you because of that, bro. They promise you they not going to.
On is dead, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would never celebrate the death of a political opponent. Like, that's just weird to me.
So what do you say to people who like make these pictures?
He's still holding the fucking picture up. Like, such a weirdo, bro. He's such a weirdo. Such a weirdo. These are the niggas that y'all consider funny, cool, exciting. These are dumbass. You know what? I'm not even finna get in. It was Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Eve. I'm not even finna. It's a bunch of niggatry going on, okay?
Like, who made this picture right here?
Find God, man.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, you know how people have controversy over like who killed Charlie Kirk and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You think the media would have had a different perspective on it if someone like who looked like me, who's Muslim and who's black, would have killed him?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been crazy if that happened.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's all I wanted to ask, bro.
All right, no worries.
Hey man, stupid. Start slow motion.
We're here for our convertible.
How about an SUV?
What's going on, Myron?
Yo,
My brother put me on to the podcast probably like 2022. Just want to say, bro, I agree with like everything that you say. I think you're great.
thank you,
for
man.
all
Appreciate
this. I'm gonna be on the podcast one day. I'm gonna make my own channel. I'm gonna get there one day.
Okay.
But as of right now, I want to say, as somebody, at first I'm like,
Nigga is capping out his ass. He's not get. Nigga, that next seat is mine. No, stop glazing. Niggas glazing too hard. It's not that serious, guys. Don't worry, y'all gonna see me with all these niggas. Marquette, Nick, all these niggas. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh my fucking eyes. I'm gonna be the black friend. That is.
My generation's cooked, right? But seeing as much people come here and agree with you, shout out Ohio State.
Yeah,
Because I didn't see that in the Penn State videos, none of that. But anyways, besides that, I want to say I just don't understand how everybody around here hates what they call hoflation, but they don't realize that them being simps is what causes it and them being cucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's just it's just retarded. Like,
Well, the reality is women have zero incentive to improve because they don't have to.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's no.
Bro just came up. He had to get that off his chest. He was tired. One of these bitches wasn't fucking, and she was acting like a bob. And we know she a bob, and he just had to get that off his chest real quick. He was a little frustrated. I get it, brother.
Incentive for them to change their behavior, stop being 304, stop extracting value and being useless for men. There's zero incentive because they get everything that they want. So,
Exactly.
That's, if anything, that's why it's so important for guys to be red pill aware and understand how women really move so they can navigate it appropriately.
Yeah, but for sure, man. We gotta get these hoes back in the kitchen, man.
I'm telling you, man.
But, besides that, my fault. Got one more question.
Yeah.
For somebody like me who is like, I wouldn't say like woke in this generation, but somebody who just, I feel like, I don't want to say right because like what is right, but to my beliefs and
Nigga said, "What is right?" Nigga, do you read the Bible?
people
Do you
think
have a God? Do you have a religion? The fuck? You should know what right is.
like us being in like my generation, like if you were made, I'm 19 years old. Like my
Yep.
generation, I would say is cooked. Like I said, how does somebody like me get in a position like somebody like you and stay away from all this bullshit, all this transgender, whatever, all that?
Yeah,
stuff,
I mean,
you know?
you just put your nose to the ground and work really hard. I know that sounds really corny and nobody likes to hear that.
No, I know.
But, a big reason why I've been able to, be pretty popular and resonate with a lot of people is because, like, I worked for a while. I had a real job, right? Obviously dealt with a lot of different struggles. So, like, when I come out and I talk, people are able to say, damn, I can, relate to that. So I think that's a really important thing. If you want to be a creator, that is, like, people being able to, like, be able to relate. But the biggest thing, man, is when I tell young guys, like, consistency plus time equals results every single time. So I know it's hard because you're distracted. You want to party, maybe you want to. So now you guys have this extra problem of social media. So it is hard to be focused as a guy, but like you just got to tune out the bullshit and like really.
Yeah, and what also sucks is most like people or most kids don't actually get to be kids. They have to be adults because their single mother doesn't know how to fucking keep a man, so she's always at work. So who's raising the kid? The streets. So what happens? They figure they have to be an adult quick. So then when they become an adult, they like, oh, I ain't never had no fun before. So now they doing dumbass shit as an adult, trying to have fun all the time because they ain't never had shit as a kid. Stupid. Shit is like math. I'm trying to tell you niggas. This shit is once you start like really learning shit about people and reading and being able to like read different people just by off of how they talk, it gets real easy to understand who got a mama and a daddy, who only got a mama, who it's pretty easy.
Grind. And I would argue like nowadays, like there's even more pressure on you guys to be successful because you guys don't stand a chance if you're not successful. Like at least like when I was growing up, we didn't have to compete with social media to get bitches. But now you guys got to compete with like some fucking sheikh in Dubai who's gonna give a chick like $100,000 to fly out.
Bruh.
Like that changed the game.
What?
Like, Instagram absolutely changed the game when it came to sexual inner dynamics.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah.
I drove 2 hours from Cleveland right after work, bro. Appreciate your time. Fuck
No
the
worries.
Jews, baby.
Hey man,
Yo,
taking America back.
this nigga is sick, and they have this on Uncensored America with the commercials. What the
We got any
fuck
feminists in here? No feminists?
am I
No?
getting banned for?
All right. I guess it's a Klan rally. Fuck it.
What up, Myron?
What's up, man?
You're here at Ohio State, so I had to ask the question: Julian Sayin or Jeremiah Smith for Heisman?
Say that again.
Julian Sayin, our quarterback, or our number one wide receiver, Jeremiah
I'll be honest,
Smith
bro. I
for
don't watch
Heisman?
sports at all.
Ah, damn.
I don't
Niggas
watch
is
sports
still-
at all, but I'll go.
Y'all still watching Nick Ball? Gaza's being destroyed. Sudan being overran. And you Worried about Nick Ball. Y'all amazing, man. Y'all some really funny niggas.
With the Ohio guy, just for you.
They're both Ohio guys.
No,
right?
shit.
They both play for us.
I don't know. I honestly, this is kind of a hot take. I think sports are a waste of time, personally. Damn. I think watching professional sports or even college sports is, you could be doing a lot more productive stuff with that time. Damn. But look, if you watch sports, I'm not going to knock you. And I do understand that, because I went to college too, guys. I went to Northeastern in Boston. So I understand like school pride and following your team and everything else like that. So I get that. But yeah, in general, I don't follow sports.
Damn. Okay.
No worries, man.
Waste of fucking time. Yeah, you could be doing a lot of shit. Besides watching a nigga dunk a ball or catch it. All right?
Hey, Cupcakes. It's time to follow the map.
When you get rich, you watch sports. Okay, that's when you go watch sports when you get rich. Go watch sports when you're rich.
Oh, shit, the Arabs are back. Yo, somebody won these niggas, bro? The next thing you know, Allah Akbar, and then we all gone.
My bad, Myron. This question just popped up in my head. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So with Erica Kirk, giving her speech about what happened with her husband, but then afterwards leaving and then saying her husband has similarities with J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
And you've seen her like kind of give her a hug and like kind of the feel. It's like, what do you think about that?
What do you think of women like that?
It was
your wife.
It was a little sus. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, yeah.
I watched it like, because the pictures look horrible. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But anything, if you take like a still, could look wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
have you seen also the other videos where she's behind stage, kind of like wiping tears, like putting tears in her like eyes or kind of something like that? I seen.
Yeah, someone was saying that like, yeah, she's like not really actually crying or something like that. I mean, look, she lost her husband. Obviously, she's under an enormous amount of pressure. She's under a microscope. People are analyzing every single thing she does. So it's like, I guess it's kind of unfortunate for her in that regard, but. I'm not analyzing it too much, but yeah, I could see how people are like, yo, what the hell? And it still obviously does look bad. But I saw like the full video, like when she hugged him. It wasn't like the worst thing ever, but I could see why people are like, dude, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
It is. It could be weird. Yeah.
If are you married?
No.
Do you ever plan to get married?
Not by
in the future, yes.
fucking
But I'm
state.
gonna definitely do it in a way where I can mitigate some of that risk, because getting married in the United States nowadays is a very dangerous proposition.
So like if you died the way he did and like you like seen your wife doing that, like would you have the same reaction as you have now?
I come back from heaven.
If my wife did what she did,
yeah, like if you
I would never leave everything to her. Like I'd have like another guy.
Oh yeah, that was the dumb part. I didn't know he lived that dumbass shit. Why would you do that dumbass shit? Gotta leave it to a smarter nigga, like a smart nigga.
I do it. She'd be focusing on the kids.
Facts. Okay.
I think she'd have money, but not.
So when
like
a man like me, like I'm a Muslim man, we have to pay dowry to like the woman. How do you approach that? Because your whole like thing is that like women are hoes and whatnot.
Yeah.
How do you get a pure woman if you're gonna pay like 20,000-30,000 minimum, and a lot of these girls lie.
Yeah, you just got to give her like a really good goat instead. You know what I mean?
So like,
nah, I'm just kidding.
Really
Look, for all my Middle Eastern brethren here, I would say really start looking at going back to the Middle East to find your wife, bro. I'll keep it 1,000 with you. Like you might have to go back to the Middle East.
No, but hey, they're even worse there. You think they're better there, but hey, some of them are,
a lot of them
are pretty bad,
especially Moroccan bitches. But like, yeah, like you know what I mean.
All
But
I know is Myron, me and you, we gotta go together back there. Man.
Hey,
Yeah,
I need you to find me a wife back there, because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. These girls, they lie a little too good.
Yeah, dude. Like I genuinely think like if you're that worried about that, like, and you have the ability and access, you might have to go back to the Middle East, bro.
Facts, bro. These girls here, they're not.
Yeah, it's kind of cooked here. I ain't gonna lie.
It's kind of scary, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of cooked.
Yeah,
You're the man, bro.
All right, man.
Thank you
guys.
It's done here, bro. It's not.
All right.
It is filleted here. Okay, it is nothing.
Oh, shit, we got invaded by the Arabs.
There's nothing left here. Okay, guys, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, we're cooked over here. So unless you like fighting for your food, stay your ass out.
Bro, what's going on here?
I'm not Arab.
Nah, just kidding.
What's up? I'm not Arab.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, I wanted to ask, are you from Sudan originally?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask.
Well, I was
thoughts.
born here, but my family's from Sudan.
Yeah, I got you. I just wanted to ask your thoughts on what's happening over there. I know you go to Dubai a lot. I don't know if you think they have like a play in what's happening over there.
My thoughts on Sudan, what's going on? It's terrible.
He is funding
it's
it.
a civil war between two different military factions. It's been going on for a very long time, right? I've been familiar with that. I've talked about it a few times on my show, and it sucks that it doesn't get more press coverage. It's finally starting to get some coverage now. But yeah, the things that have been going on in Sudan are horrible. And both parties, Hameti and the other guy, are both war criminals. And, you know, at the end of the day, the people of Sudan are the ones that are suffering because these two idiots, you know, can't come to an agreement and, you know, have some type of democracy. And, you know, none of them want to give up power, which is the problem.
Yeah, I hope your family's safe out there. I had another question.
Yeah.
I saw that online. You said something about.
What does this monkey want?
You said you were.
Hold up, y'all. Fucking all right.
You were mad at Muslims praying in Times Square in public. So
I'm not mad at it. I just don't think it's appropriate.
Why is that not appropriate?
Well, as guests here, nice hat. I like it. What does that say? Make America great again?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I think as Muslims, we're the minority and we're guests here. And I think praying in culturally significant locations in the United States with cameras and loudspeakers and, you know, that can be looked at in a negative fashion by, you know, by others. And I don't think it's really necessary.
Okay, so you're just saying that it might put a bad perception. Sorry. You're saying it might put a bad perception on Muslims for doing something like that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Because the reality is, let's be very candid here. Americans are already very perturbed by Islamic influence in the United States, right, after 9/11. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, that's all a bunch of Jewish propaganda, which I actually agree with, that, like, Jews push out a lot of propaganda that's anti-Muslim to, you know, whether it's the war on terror and all this other shit. But if we know that that is a problem, right, and that they've been pushing out this Hizbah for a very long time, are we going to exacerbate the problem and confirm the stereotypes? Or are we going to go ahead and, you know, worship in a manner that's respectful to the host nation and the host people? Because I truly do think that America is a Christian country, right? And a lot of Muslim scholars even agree with this, right? When they asked, I think Hasim Amim or something like that, he, you know, someone asked him, hey, can we eat meat in the United States? Can we eat at McDonald's, et cetera, as a halal? And he said, yes, you can, because America is a Christian country.
Right.
So, you know, if scholars are even admitting that America is a Muslim country when it comes to the concept of, like, you know, eating meat here, if it's halal, I mean, I think that's very true. And one thing we can at least agree on, even if people want to say it's not a Christian country, that it's definitely not a Muslim country. Because if we went ahead and we flipped the script, and I always say this to the Muslims that get mad at me when I say this, if we took 100 Christians and had them go pray in front of the Burj Khalifa in UAE, there'd be problems. They would kick them out immediately.
I don't think so.
They would absolutely kick them out, bro. And the UAE, even though it's a fairly secular Muslim country, if 100 Christians lined up and prayed in front of the Burj Khalifa, there'd be problems, bro. They tell them, get out of here. At bare minimum. They would not allow that.
Okay, and then what are your thoughts on all the Muslims running for in the recent elections? You know, Zahran Mamdani. If anyone's from Columbus here in Hilliard, we actually have a Muslim sister who won the election here.
My thing is, you know, it just got to be they got to be America first, America only patriots, right? Like, you know, we don't want to run into the same problem where these people are, you know, legislating laws that benefit a foreign country or enacting things that benefit a foreign country. I think, you know, obviously Muslims can absolutely serve the United States and be patriots, but we just got to make sure that we do that so we don't run into the same problem or become the Zionists that we complain about all the time.
Yeah. And one last thing, I just wanted to ask, do you have any message to all the Zionists who are out here tonight?
For all the Zionists out here?
Yeah.
Hey, man, your country sucks. I don't know what to really, you know, Israel sucks. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Sonic.
All right, man. No worries, bro.
This holiday, shop and save up to 50% off gifts they've always loved. With
That would
Chewy.
mean my family, you know, just breaks
So I
down
wanted a new
and
credit card,
crashes
not a
for
hit to
some
my
reason.
credit.
I don't know why.
Good thing Experian has no ding decline. They matched me with card.
Do we got any disagreeers, by the way? If we got any disagreeers, we want you guys to come up. So if anyone is like a feminist or, you know, believes in systemic racism, or I see like one or two.
Israel, Palestine.
What's up, Ed?
Hey, how's it going? I had a question. So I know we were talking a lot about Israel, Palestine, and other issues. Another one I want to talk about is I'm Ukrainian. I want to ask what your opinion on the whole war is.
Well, Ukraine?
Yes, Ukraine. Because I know you're, I assume you support Palestine being Muslim with a whole genocide.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you view that it's a very similar situation in Ukraine with Russia going after Ukraine. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the problem in Ukraine is simply the United States and NATO being too invasive, right? We kind of made that problem ourselves by, constantly expanding NATO, lying to the Russians. And
But shouldn't we give Ukraine some headway since we did give up our bombs for protection from Russia?
Say that again?
We gave up our nukes for protection from Russia. Was that not part of the 1992?
Yeah, no. That was a part of it. But again, it's a difficult situation because, let's be honest, if China came to Mexico and tried to, set up base there, or put missiles there, or set up any type of shop there, we'd be in there the next day, right? So we can't be mad that another nuclear armed superpower is concerned with our influence getting closer and closer to Moscow. So I think that's a failure when it comes to U.S. foreign policy. When it comes to Ukraine, I think Ukraine is kind of caught in the middle of a power between a fight between two different world powers, and it's very unfortunate that things are going on the way that they're going on right now, and that this conflict is still going on. It's going to be 4 years in a month or in a couple months, which is nuts.
But does that mean that we should just give up just because, like you said with the whole Mexico thing, that we would that Mexico should just, or China, whatever, would just give up just because that it's a world power right there, that these people are dying, that we should just let them die just because it doesn't sound in our interest?
Well, we have two options. We could continue the conflict as is and continue to have thousands of men die on both sides, or we can concede, end the conflict now, let Russia have the territory it has, promise no more NATO expansion, and kind of salvage what we still have. Because the longer the conflict goes on, the better it is for the Russians.
I would agree with that statement, but what's to say Russia wouldn't just continue pushing in in a year or something? Because that's what happened in 2014. Is they came in, they took that in Crimea, then the war kind of paused because of this similar situation, and then 7 years later or whatever, Biden came in and it began. Who's to say it's not going to start again?
And I mean, this is again really bad foreign policy by the United States. The Maidan revolution started this problem, right? So everyone thinks the war started 2022. It really started 2014 with us running a coup in Ukraine and destabilizing and all this other stuff. And this is honestly what we're seeing is like a backfiring of really bad American foreign policy is what we're seeing with what's going on in Ukraine. This is what happens when you run coups and you do dumb shit, and that's what's happening. And it's very unfortunate that this conflict has been going on as long as it has, and as many people have died. But I think that's an inherent risk. If we want to actually make peace, you have to take that risk of, hey, let's kind of figure out a way. Maybe we draw the enemy lines here where it's like, okay, you guys keep the territory you have. We concede that. And then, you would hope that diplomacy keeps them from continuing to push forward.
How long do you foresee this going?
Man, it can go. It's weird because it's like we're in a position now where it could end or it could go even longer. So it's very difficult to foresee. Because Trump is even having a hard time of dealing with Putin and stuff like that. And that's, Ukraine is literally like a shining beacon in what bad foreign policy can lead to, which we're seeing it now.
All right. Thank you so much.
No worries, man.
All right.